What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Naked Eyes. Indeed, big shout out to Rick. I reacted to their cover, which I didn't know it was a cover back in the day, but their cover of Always Something There to Remind Me, because I have that on an 80s, I think it's called Sight and Sound compilation CD. And Rick, aside from providing some other bands like Anything Box and Red Flag, he provided what I think is a compilation of Naked Eyes, though I think maybe there's some things taken from a couple different releases, because there's two number 6 tracks, they're numbered, and there's two number 6 tracks in the folder, and there's no track 1 or 2. Now I'm assuming track 1 is probably Always Something There to Remind Me, because I'm aware that was a big hit. I'm not sure about track 2. Either way, I'll just start going through them in the order in which they appear, and there's 18 tracks in the folder total, so we've got quite a few to go through. But the first one, which as I said is listed as track 3, is When the Lights Go Out. So, I mean, that can mean a couple different things. It can mean the day is done, the night is over, it's time to go home, that type of sentiment. Of course, lights going out can also be about, like, intimacy or, sort of nighttime activity, shall we say. I don't know how I'm inclined to see it, and admittedly, I don't really have any context for their songs or songwriting. And indeed, given that Always Something There to Remind Me is in fact a cover, I don't know if I've ever heard anything by them that was written by them. So, in any case, I'll try to follow along. Let's hear it. This is Naked Eyes. The song is When the Lights Go Out, and it's included on a compilation of their material provided by Rick. Wow, I like that. First of all, it's another one that sounds like it's probably early to mid 80s at the latest. It just kind of has that vibe, which I say as someone who is very nostalgic for, and pleased by the electric sonics of that era. It, number one, I think was just a good time for music as objectively as possible. Obviously, it's not truly objective. It is, of course, a subjective assessment. But I'm distinguishing like my technical appreciation for those songs, however colored by my own age and personal history of, you know, having older siblings who were listening to synth pop and new wave and so on when I was a single digit kid. But I am also very nostalgic. So like that is overtly more of like I'm inclined to like things that sound like this because they make me think of my youth, and fortunately I had a very enjoyable childhood and a lot of it was defined by music. So that is, you know, one side of it. But again, as objectively as possible, I think this has a good early 80s sound, and there's a lot of keyboard variety here. There's like a keyboard line which was sort of like, you know, sort of a pulse, a steady pulse. That wasn't true piano, but it was closer to like true piano tones than another keyboard line which had a real electric metallic kind of sound. Then there was like this, it was brief, I think it was only one section, but it was like this glass organ type of sound. It flourished up and then kind of came back down. And then there was this sort of syncopated keyboard rhythm that almost sounded kind of like synth reggae in terms of its vibe. So yeah, a lot of keyboard variety here. I very much enjoyed that. Lyrically, I don't know, like first they're describing a woman who's like, she doesn't go out, she stays in bed, like everything's too much, and she's, you know, when the lights go out, she's just staying home in bed, and it sounds like, you know, she's a bit overwhelmed and so on. But then there's a line that like, you know, someone's always out in the rain, which is not being in bed. And yeah, I'm not sure how to piece together the tidbits that I heard, but definitely, you know, there seems to be some scene painting here, if not a full narrative with, you know, a clear beginning, middle, and an end. It sounds more like a snapshot in time, but definitely one that, you know, maybe my understanding of it will change with successive listens. Obviously, if you have insight, let me know. But yeah, I just caught bits and pieces, and I just have like little puzzle pieces, but I'm not sure how they all fit together. Either way, again, very cool early to mid 80s synth pop sound. Looking forward to the rest of the folder. Thank you again to Rick. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.